We are reading popular 2023 books and I am so excited for this video. It is about 3 days later and I have only read, I want to say 47 pages. I like it. The Cruel Prince trilogy put me in the biggest reading slump ever. By the way, that's what I read right before I started this video. I just got a new Stanley. It's smaller than my great one, but it's so freaking cute. And look at that little paw that I put on it. It's like a cream color. I could definitely get through it. So the plan is to definitely finish this book. I want to stop like giving up on books like so quick. Have a coffee. Do not think that it's the morning by any means. It's literally 3 p.m. or 4, I think. But I just had to have a coffee. Like, I'm literally so tired. So the next you're gonna see of me is probably me reading this book. I really have to get to it because it's so good. I have been procrastinating reading because I went in a deep cleaning frenzy. I don't know if that's ever happened to you if you live alone. Well, I don't live alone, I'm married, but you can have your own place. I just went in the biggest cleaning frenzy ever. So yeah, we're going to read and drink some coffee.
Getting older, but I still can't read a vibe. Cause my world is on fire, but we're saying we're doing fine. I never thought I'd make it here past 25.
Mark my words, because I think I might be right. I think I know who the nightmare is. I'm only on page 55, but if I'm right, I really hope I didn't call it this early. I have my suspicions. Not because of what is going on. This book is getting so good and I'm only on page 65 right now. Okay, the first pumpkin cream cold brew of the season. It's hitting, okay? It's hitting very hard. This book is absolute crack. It's so freaking good so far. The romance is really gonna hit. I just know it is. The banter is super good. I feel like sometimes fantasy books, if they don't have good banter, they're just absolute crap. The banter in this book, amazing. Okay, so we're just gonna keep reading and enjoy this delicious coffee. You might be wondering where I'm at right now. I am in a hotel in Vegas, and yes, I'm still working on this book. I'm about to eat a banana because I just did a lot of cardio and I am so exhausted. Let me drink some water. But yeah, I'm still working on this one. I do plan on finishing this one today. I made it to the 200-page mark, and they're kind of in a heist right now, and it's getting a little bit higher stakes than it was. So far, I feel like we haven't gotten a lot of romance, just a lot of banter. And there's a lot of new characters introduced, so it's confusing me a little bit. We're seeing a little bit more of her magic, and he has magic too, so it's kind of interesting just to kind of see everything that's related with the cards and stuff like that. But yeah, it's fun so far. So I'll give you guys an update when I'm probably done, and then we'll start another book. I'm planning on also going to Dunkin' today, and I'm so freaking excited because I haven't gone to Dunkin' in a very long time.
Maybe I just overthinking and wasting time. Cause I don't wanna know if I'm better off alone. I'm so happy when I'm sad and make it up to deal. Cause I just need to see what the hell is supposed to mean.
I am back from my trip. As you can probably tell, I'm in my office right now, and I came out with a really exciting book, so I ended up reading that one instead of Love Theoretically. I think I only read like 30 pages of Love Theoretically. I'm probably going to finish that in this video, and what's gonna be the next book. But the book that made me drop my entire TBR for this video is The Brothers Hawthorne. I'm already anticipating this being one of the most popular books of 2023. Literally, when I looked it up on Goodreads, it was showing as already one of the most popular books of the year. So I'm definitely reading this. This is like a 400-page book, so it's probably gonna take me a little while. But I'll give you guys an update when I'm a little deeper. It's so good so far. I miss these characters so much. I'm still reading this. I made it to page 150. I feel like I forgot to tell you guys that this is a book in the Inheritance Game series, and it's kind of weird because it follows like a complete storyline, but it is after the 3 first books. So we get Jameson's point of view and Grayson's point of view, and I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm gonna keep reading and probably give you guys an update tomorrow.
So I can't make it better, make it real. That's just how I feel. I think it over, but I can't convince myself.
I have a little bit of a change in gear, okay? Don't get mad at me. I have seen Manacled, which is a fan fiction, Hermione and Draco fan fiction, circulating so much lately, and I started reading it, I want to say about a month ago, and I have a prediction this is going to be probably one of the most popular books of 2023. Well, I'm picking that up because honestly I felt myself getting into a reading slump, and I can't have that happen for this video. So it's still a very popular book that needs to be published, by the way, so I'm going to be reading that on my Kindle. I really miss reading on my Kindle too, but yeah, don't get mad at me, I'm still reading. It's just not what I told you guys I was reading. I'll pick that up after maybe, but this lighting, it's just not good. Manacled, and honestly that was 5-star rate for me. If you don't know, Manacled is a fan fiction written by, I think her name is Sing. She wrote a fan fiction. I don't think fan fictions can ever be published. I was saying earlier that I really wish this would become a published book, but I don't know how that works because I think these characters are owned by J.K. Rowling, I will assume. But nonetheless, this was like a 1,000-page book that I've been reading for a very long time, and I decided to finish for this video because this book / fan fiction has been gaining a lot of track on TikTok this year. It's been around for longer than this year, but I know that I've seen it the most this year, so I do think it qualifies as a popular 2023 book. Cried, I laughed, I went through a whole of emotions. It has a bunch of epilogues. I ended up reading most of the epilogues besides the last one because it was getting like too much for me. But yeah, this is like an 1,000-page or 800-page book. It's a very long book, and you can actually mark it on your Goodreads, so it does count towards your reading goal. So if you like Harry Potter, if you like Hermione and Draco fan fictions, just go ahead and read that because it's pretty popular this year. A lot of people are talking about it, and it was just great. So now we have to pick what we're gonna read next. Honestly, this was such a heavy read and I need something a little bit lighter, so I'm thinking we can either pick up The Love Hypothesis again and give it another chance, or we can go see, I'm thinking, one of the 2 books that I just purchased from my Barnes & Noble's trip, which I just went on. That's a separate video, that's why I didn't show you guys that I went book shopping on this video. But I'm still thinking what I want to pick up, and I'm kind of sad because my reading share, I ordered this reading share right here and it's not getting here for a whole other week, which kind of pisses me off because I thought it would be here right now. Because I have my other reading share here in the living room. We need more furniture because this couch is just absolutely trash. The yellow one is all stained and like broken. So now I have to have my reading share. I saw Sarah Crowley has this share that I've seen in like all of her videos, and I've been wanting kind of like a beanbag chair situation. I didn't want a super stiff chair because the reason why I don't like reading sitting down is because of lack of cushions. So I ordered, I don't know if it's the exact chair because I don't think she has the length and I didn't ask. I just kind of did my research and I put it up on TikTok. TikTok is my search engine right now, and I looked it up and I found a pretty similar one, if not the exact same one, on TikTok, and I ordered it on Wayfair, and now I'm waiting for it to arrive I thought I will show you guys the share in this video. It's not looking like it's going to happen. So I'm gonna go sit with this book for a little bit, and then we're gonna pick our next read for this video. So far we have read 2 books. I just got back from Starbucks. I was working on this campaign. I'm so pissed because I got totally misinformation. I went down to Walmart for nothing. Anyways, just ramble for another day. But I got this string is super good. I think the video that I'm uploading right before this, I talk about this string. So if not, I'm just gonna put the order over here because it's just so good and you need to get one. Now I need to pick what we're gonna read next. Pretty sure I show you guys this book, both of these books, in the book haul I just uploaded, so go watch that so you can hear a little bit more details about it. I'll try to include all my reactions on this reading vlog. Because I just finished such a heavy book, I feel like I'm either going to need something completely different, like a lighter romance, or I could just keep on going with the whole fantasy thing. But then I feel like I have read a lot of fantasy for this video. We probably shouldn't keep reading fantasy, so we could either finish. This really sucks because this book is really calling my name. But then that would mean that every single book that I read on this video, aside from being a popular 2023 book, is going to be a fantasy book, and I just don't think that's going to appeal to a lot of people. We're gonna stick to romance. I really don't want to read romance right now, and I really hope it doesn't put me in a reading slump, but we're still gonna do it. I have Love Theoretically. That's always an option. I only read, I doggy eared the page because I was out of town. I only read 29 pages of this. It wasn't bad, but I don't know. Yeah, My Fault by Mercedes Ron. This is actually turned into a movie. It could be really fun to just like read this. The font's pretty large on this too, and then maybe watch the movie. Not in this video obviously, but I don't know. If I could make you guys vote right now, I will do it, but I can't, so I have to make a decision. I should put on my Instagram stories and like let someone decide for me, but I'm not gonna do that. I don't have time for that. I need to start reading. We're gonna give this a chance, although I'm gonna tell you guys what this book is about. I just saw the description on the vlog that I uploaded, but this book is about literally a stepbrother trope, and I hate that. It's so cringe because it almost feels like incest, even though it's one of those things that like it should be illegal, but it's not. I'm still gonna read it though, and I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts. So let's just get reading, and I'm gonna stop talking.
I remember when we were staring at a photo. Don't forget the way you looked me in the eyes.
The shower, and it's time to read a little bit more. So far I'm about 80 pages in. I wish I could say this book is good so far, because it's just not. The movie was super overhyped, and so far I kind of expected that a little bit going into it. I knew it was a translated book from another language. In this case I think the original book came out in Spain like years ago and recently translated to English. But something I've noticed, I don't think the person who translated the book is necessarily an author, it's just a translator. So they're literally just translating word or sentence by sentence in a very obviously translated way, and I don't know, I'm trying to think how I can explain this better. For example, a lot of classics have been translated and they do make sense. I think other books we have read, even like booktube books, have been translated. The translation of this one is so poor. I don't even know what the original sounds like, but if it was such a popular book, I'm guessing it sounded better than this sounds translated to English. So yeah, it's called My Fault. I don't think I'm gonna be watching the movie. I watched the trailer a little bit and I'm just like not obsessed. For the sake of this video, I am going to finish this book. It's pretty easy to read, and I hope I can get most of it done today, if not the entire thing, because I do have some time today. But yeah, I'll keep reading and I'll give you guys an update when I'm a little deeper into it. No, because I'm really trying and it's so bad. I really don't want to DNF this, but why is this so bad? Okay, unexpected twist. Maybe a little better. Okay, so update. I just can't get past the fact that they're stepbrother and stepsister. It's so weird to me. And I'm on page 146. And I just didn't think I'm gonna get past that the entire freaking book. I won't be watching the movie, I'll tell you that right now. I don't care how good people say it is. It's just not for me. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Time to give you guys an update, and it's not a good one, okay? I absolutely hate this book. It is so bad. I literally just put out a TikTok where I said that I really judge people who rate every single book a 2 or 3 star, and I'm probably gonna give this book a 2 star. I'm 170 pages in. I'm not going to like this book. I can't keep putting myself through this. It is so freaking bad. So I'm gonna give it 2.5 stars for the effort and the fact that it's been kind of entertaining, but I'm gonna DNF it. I'm still gonna mark it as red though, because I wasted hours of my time on this book and I just can't do it anymore. So we're going to pick another book so I can actually read it in this video, and I know exactly what we're picking. This is Killer Instinct by, it's I think book number 2 in the Natural series. I read the first book, I want to say 2 years ago. Absolutely loved it. I started this and I read 130 pages. I don't know why I stopped reading this. I can't literally pinpoint when I said I need a break from this book, but I'm going to finish it because it's been circulating a lot, and hands down I think it's going to be probably one of the most popular series of the year, because a lot of the bigger bookish girlies have been talking about it now. Though I know a lot of small creators like myself have been talking about this series. Now they're actually putting it in the map like a lot more. So we're going to be reading this. I'm currently on page 128. I didn't remember anything. I kind of do, so I'm just gonna pick up where I left off because there's no way I'm gonna read 128 pages again. I'll give you guys an update when I read a little bit more. Exactly where this book is at. They're at that college party trying to like point out some people that might be a little suspicious. Like I literally just read 1 page and I remember exactly where I'm at, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna keep reading and I'll give you guys an update later. I think I honestly can finish this today, so I'm gonna go ahead and place an order for the next book. I got sworn that I already owned the next book. I'm gonna look back there to see if I see it. I don't think I did though, so I'm gonna have to order it because if I finish this today I'm probably gonna continue this tomorrow. So yeah, this might be the last book we read in this video. Fortunately, My Fault was a huge disappointment. Hi besties, I'm back. Oh, freaking hyper right now you guys, because I got this drink. It's an iced chai latte. Yes, I drink chais right now. I'm a basic. So it's an iced chai tea latte with matcha cocoa foam, oat milk, and 3 pumps of sugar. It's the drink. But I wanted to give you guys a little update. I'm reading Killer Instinct, and honestly it's gonna be a fun one. I didn't realize how much I missed this series. I'm actually about to order the next one. I made it to page like 150. So some glasses that I got from GlassesUSA. This is not a sponsor, even though I do have a video coming up with them actually. Do I think I do. I still haven't uploaded that. But I actually got these. I saw Sarah Crowley and Heather McKay, I think that's her name, wear these and they're so freaking cute. So glasses haul. Tortoise shell glasses. So these are cute. I didn't get any special glasses or anything because I have so many glasses, as you can see over there, and I don't need any new ones. So we just got the cheapest ones possible. I'm trying to give myself an angle so my double chin doesn't show because it's bad. It's like bad. But these are the ones that I got. I like that GlassesUSA comes with like a little prescription card. Yeah, these are fire. Look at that. I think I'm gonna wear these for the rest of the day. But this is the new look. We love. I got the cheapest lenses too, so they're gonna be a little glary, but that's fine because we just got them for the vibes. They are prescription though. I didn't get blue light blocking or anything. Literally, I got the cheapest lenses ever. So let's just get back to reading. And I need to calm down because I have a lot of caffeine in my body right now. You know me, I'm your glasses connoisseur. So we do have a glasses haul coming up. And then I'm gonna be linking these down below so you can shop them if you like them, because they're your cool book girly glasses. So let's get back to reading. Also, I'm watching the book girlies. I love watching reading vlogs while I read. Quick thought about this book. I feel like we're not getting a lot of the romance, and I don't know. I know it's not a romance book. I just feel like we could get a little bit more romance, but I'm enjoying it a lot. I forgot how much I love these characters. I'm currently watching Sarah's new video, and I'm in the middle of reading this one. The lighting is just terrible right now because I'm in the dark. But I will say, I'm gonna put this out of the universe right now. One thing I hate about, I wouldn't say hate, I strongly dislike about Jennifer Lynn Barnes' books is that the girl never ends with the guy I want her to end. Why is that? Okay guys, we are wrapping up this video where I read popular 2023 books for a long time actually. It wasn't just a week, it was about 2 weeks. So I wanted to give you guys kind of the rundown of the books I ended up reading for this video, and yeah, just kind of give you my thought process behind it because it was just so messy, okay? I ended up reading 3 books. Technically, I ended up reading 1 full book, ended up finishing 2 books that I wasn't actually planning on reading for this video. But just to give you guys a rundown, the first book that we read in this video is One Dark Window by Rachel Gillick. This book is about this girl who has his powers that were transferred to her from this magic card. So the magic system is really card based, and it takes place in this kind of like gothic universe. I don't know how else to explain it, but the magic system is really cool, and there's a little bit of romance in this. I wouldn't necessarily say that this is a romantic fantasy book because it's just not that heavy on the romance, but there is some romance. It does end up on a cliffhanger. So essentially she has this like voice in her head that got left over from one of the cards, and there's like this monster living in her. So it does get kind of confusing at times if you don't like follow the story. But I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. It was honestly so good. It's definitely a romance book, that it's definitely a fantasy book that I'm going to be recommending to a lot of people. It's a book that I'm going to be recommending a lot. I'm so happy that it's getting some traction. I definitely think this is gonna go down as one of the most popular fantasy books of 2023. That's why we read it for this video. But I definitely recommend, if you want that really fall vibe and that gothic feeling, this is probably the best fantasy book to give you that feeling. Then we ended up reading Manacled, which is a Hermione fan fiction. I think I already went into detail explaining this one for you guys. I had to give this fan fiction 5 stars. The reason that for this video was because I felt myself getting into a reading slump, and that book was something that I already was really enjoying, but it was so good. So essentially it's what would have happened if Harry Potter would have died in the war and Voldemort would have taken over, and then it takes you through Hermione and Draco's story for over 1,000 pages. It's a very long book. I gave this one 5 out of 5 stars. Definitely recommend if you like that world. It has gained a lot of traction this year, and honestly, even though it's not a published book, I think it's gonna go down as one of the best books of the year. I'm not sure how that works though, because if it's not published, then I don't know how they give credit to that, but it was just incredible. And then lastly, I picked up the second book of the Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is a series that has been getting a lot of traction also this year. I actually read the first book for this series at the end of last year and I loved it, and I started this one, but I had to take a break from like the whole mystery situation and I didn't pick it up for a while. Now it's getting so much traction and everyone's reading it, so I decided to pick this up for this video. Honestly, this one is probably my favorite so far. The first one was good, but this one was probably better. The third one is already looking up though. So this one, I can't really tell you what it is, but essentially if you like Criminal Minds and you like a YA setting, this is for you. Just think about Criminal Minds, the whole FBI situation, and then think about it in a YA setting. There is a love triangle in this series. You already know Jennifer Lynn Barnes does love triangles so well. I will say though that I feel like she never ends up with the guy that I want her to end up with, and that really bothers me, and this keeps on happening in her series. So hopefully she ends up with someone else towards the end of the series. I doubt it though. I'm already reading the next one, but I'm reading this one for another video. If you can see, they're different covers because I started the series when the old covers were still out. That's how long ago I started the series. Now I have to have like 2 books in one type of cover and 2 in the new covers, but I'm gonna have to just make my peace with it, so I'm not buying the whole series again. I'm actually one of those people that it doesn't bother me to have different series covers, but I know it's like really important for some people. It's just not for me. I gave this one 4.75 stars. I'm getting really picky with my 5-star reads. I feel like this was just a great read, but it wasn't like my favorite book of all time or anything like that. So 5 stars is like a book that I'm probably never gonna stop thinking about. Honestly, if Heartless by Marissa Meyer has 5 stars, I think I need to be really picky with what I give 5 stars to. This was so close to a 5-star read, so yeah, go pick this up. You probably have heard quite a few creators talk about this series by now. I have been talking about it for a little while too, so you probably have seen me talk about it if you watched some of my older videos, but I definitely recommend. It's like gaining a lot of traction right now, so before you get any spoilers, just make sure to pick up this book. That brings us to the end of this video. Honestly, I thought this video was gonna go on forever because I kept starting books and dropping those books and picking up other books. I just couldn't commit to one book. I was all over the place with this reading vlog, but we finally finished. So I want to thank you so much for watching. As usual, make sure to subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.